Hi guys, welcome back. So I wanted to show you guys a finished product of my homemade candles that I made today. So I have to admit that I'm slightly bit disappointed because they didn't come out exactly how I thought they would, but I'm still going to use them. And I think that overall, I think they did a okay job. However, I can't really confirm that until I begin to actually burn them. That reminds me, let me grab my lighter. Because I have not tested these candles yet. So I can't really say that I'm okay with how they came out. Even though I will admit I'm dissatisfied. I'm disappointed actually because, as you guys will see on all four of these candles, I wasn't able to add color. I don't know where I got this information from, but I did read somewhere where I could use non-toxic acrylic paint to color, and apparently no. A big no-no, you guys. It doesn't work. So I ended up with white candles, but I am going to give this another try, and I had to do some more research, and I learned that basically they make coloring specific to homemade candles. Like, it's mainly, they have coloring that is made specifically towards that, right? You use it, it's made for this. And I should have thought that. Like, I think I did look on the owl to see if I could find some coloring, but I could not find it. And so when I did some more research on YouTube, and I came across some videos, and they said, like, okay, there's coloring this for homemade candles. But, oh well, this is my first set, you guys. And food coloring is a no-no. I didn't even have food coloring, but I also learned that's a big no-no. It doesn't mix because food coloring is water-based, so it doesn't mix well with the wax. But I did enjoy the process, I have to say that. So the process in making these homemade candles was pretty fun because I got a block of wax, a candle wax I showed you guys, and it comes like in a big kind of sheet, but it's broken up into smaller parts. And so I will say I put it in a pot, and I like to see the process of it melting down to a liquid form, going from a solid to a liquid. I kind of like that. It was kind of soothing watching that decompress and melt. And then after that, I transferred that over to like a cup, which I'm just going to use specifically for arts and crafts. I'm not going to drink out of the cup or anything, but I did transfer that to a plastic cup, which is pretty strong. It's pretty durable, so it didn't melt or anything like that. And that's where I did my mixing of the wax with my essential oil. So this candle has cucumber melon fragrance that I showed you guys in my last video. And I already cut the wick, so I haven't burnt these yet, obviously, but I'm going to try this one. I don't know how they're going to burn, how they're going to smell. I would like to say I added enough essential oil to these candles. And I probably should have cut my wick a little bit lower, but I like fire, so I don't mind it burning until it reaches where it needs to. But I'm going to let this one burn while I make this video, and we'll see what it smells like, if there is a smell to it. I don't know. So the next one here, they all pretty much look the same. They're just different shapes and different aroma, different scent. So this one is lavender. And the thing is, like, it doesn't smell like anything. And I wasn't sure about how much essential oil to add. So I just added as much as I felt was right. Like they say, when black people cook, we don't measure seasons. We just keep going until the ancestors tell us to stop. So that's what I tried that approach for making these candles. Like, I didn't have a measuring cup, or I didn't use like a measuring spoon to measure out my essential oil. I just kind of dabbed. I think I put a lot though, because I wanted to make sure that I would be able to smell these aromas, you know, because I just wasn't sure how much was enough. So, I mean, we will see. I already lit the first one, so, but I do have another candle burning. Maybe I should put that out. I have my incense burning too, but I will be able to tell just by putting my nose down to it. I would like to say it will work, but I don't know. We'll see. I do like that the wooden wicks are pretty easy to cut. Like so. You can cut them with regular scissors. It's pretty easy. So I do like that much. But I'm going to have to come back and do it the right way with the correct coloring, you guys. I was like, what the fuck? You guys can see it is a messy project. So I did get some wax on my shirt here, and I got it like on my counter. It's like, it took a while cleaning up my kitchen after this, you know, which makes sense when you think about like how most art labs look. They're pretty messy, and that's the reason why you really have to make sure that you dress properly and you have things kind of laid out to kind of catch the mess, so that you don't mess up your flooring and things like that. The next one is eucalyptus. So that's the thing, like you would think when you put candles to your nose you would be able to smell it, but honestly I don't smell anything. So I don't know if I'm going to smell anything when I burn it. But if I would have to give you guys an estimate of how much I put, I would say I probably put more than 6 tablespoons. Because I was just dabbing it. I was just going like shaking the bottle here with the mixture. Like I said, I mixed it in a plastic cup before I transferred it to this actual container here, the candle holder. And as far as fixing the wick, I made sure that I put the wicks, I had to glue the actual wicks to the bottom of the container first before I actually poured in the wax, because the wax is pretty hot, right? Because you have to melt it. It comes in the shape of a block, and you melt it. I melted mine on the stove. So they say you can put it in the microwave, but I didn't microwave. I just put it on the stove inside a rice pot. And I made sure that the wick was dry when I fixated it to the bottom of here. So it was like a 2-part process. So basically the wooden sticks, come separate from the actual base that you glue it to the bottom of here. So basically I had to like slide the wooden stick inside that metal base. I would think it's metal, or I don't know, it's aluminum. And then I used some tacky glue and put that at the bottom of the base, and I just attached it to the inside bottom of the candle holder. And I let it dry. I let it dry for maybe, I don't know, 30 to 45 minutes before I actually began the process of melting the wax and pouring the wax inside the candle. So, I'm going to cut. Where's my scissors? Let me see. It's starting to burn, so let's see if you can smell it. Oh! Oh! I actually do smell it. Okay, so yes, at least you can smell it. At least it's serving its function, right? Like, I'm happy, because the last thing I would want to happen for me to go through this whole process of making these candles and they don't look like what I anticipated and they don't smell like it. The whole point of a candle is that you smell it, right? I mean, granted, the look is, yeah, you want it to look nice, but I'm not so much concerned about the color, at least on my first go round. I've come to terms with how it turned out, the outcome, right? and I've accepted it, and just, you know, I said, okay, as long as it has a decent smell to it, I'm okay with the way it turned out. As long as it smells. Because I think I'll be pretty disappointed if there was no smell. And another thing, like I said in my previous video, someone left a review on this wax that I purchased in store from Michael's. I saw it was on their website. Somebody left a review saying that they like the wax, that, you know, it works properly, but they said that when they melted it, it smelled like burnt plastic. And I was looking forward to that smell, but I didn't smell burnt. I didn't smell anything, actually. So I was happy to see that it did not have a smell to it. And so this candle here is Bergamot, Geranium, Lemongrass. Cut the wick down a little bit. Oh, and I did add my stones. You can't see the stones in here, but they are inside. Or maybe you can. A little bit. But yeah, I put like, I think I put 4 stones in this one. And the other 3, I put 3 stones. So, I felt really good making these candles. I mean, I think it would have been superb if they came out the right color. But, hey, I guess we can't have our cake and eat it too. So we can only try our best. But I'm loving the way this is smelling. And I'm going to burn this one tonight. I love the way it smells. So it worked. The essential oils work. I was concerned about the essential oils not being strong enough or being overpowered by the so-called plastic smell of the candle. But there's no plastic smell. So no need to worry about that. I'm glad it is working. Look at it burning. Yay. So I'm actually going to start on my next art project tonight with the drawings, and then I'll be doing painting probably. I may start some of the painting tomorrow, depending if I'm finished with the drawings. I may not be finished with the drawings because this next project, you guys, is a pretty elaborate project I'm going to be working on. So it's going to take probably a week. I'm going to try to get it done by Thanksgiving. So we shall see. But I will check in with you guys and let you guys know what my progress is. Feel free to share your comments below. Like, it feels good, I think, just creating art and being able to kind of sit back and just look at what you created. Just be able to appreciate the work of your hands. Like, so that's where I'm at right now. Even though all these candles are white, it's just like, okay, I gotta get past the color and just be able to appreciate the smell. So I'm gonna catch you guys later on that note, and have a good night.